actually get a fair chance in the algorithm makes me not want to do it. I don't know. Sorry, give me 1 sec. I haven't even done the intro yet. And here I am already complaining, bitching and moaning about YouTube and its ills. What else is new? Okay, we are officially in this quick catch-up stream on a, I think it's a Tuesday night. I'm very tired. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. I am, as always, your master of ceremonies, the Richard. Good to see you guys. It's good to see you. I know there's quite a few of you watching the VOD in the future, so glad you could be here. My apologies if I'm a little low energy. It is both late at night, and this is my 6th day of work in a row. This is the second 6-day week I've worked, which is fine. I need the money. And also, I didn't really work that much today. I had to come in for like a 3-hour session, 3-hour training period thing. But like, it's just classroom work. But you know, when you have to come in on your day off, it still sucks. So I'm getting 1 real day off, and I'm spending it with you guys. We're going to be streaming tomorrow. Hoping tonight we can kind of hammer out the schedule for tomorrow. We'll see what it's going to be. I'm not quite certain yet. We will find out. We'll find out. Yo, welcome in. Ah, there you are. Okay, Al and Dr. Kisser, for some reason you guys are not appearing in. Okay, I see you on the screen, but for some reason you guys are not appearing in OBS. But welcome in, glad to see you. Happy Turkey Day, and hello to you as well. Thank you for the sub, Hephaestus. I appreciate it. Yep. It's going well. Like, things are really going well tonight. Low energy tonight. Super tired. Oh my god, I'm so goddamn tired. But it's good to be back. It's good to be here. It's good to have a job, for the love of God. We're celebrating tonight. We are celebrating the end of 1 year. Okay, Al, there you are. Yeah, okay, I got you. Now you're showing up in OBS. I don't know what's up with it. I'm glad to see you, though. I hope things are going well for you as well. I don't think there's anybody in the community who hasn't had some kind of a job issue at one point or another in the last year. It has not been fun, but I'm glad you guys are all doing okay. I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm now doing much better. As I was saying before, I am at the tail end of my second 6-day week. Though today, I only had to come in for 3 hours of book work, but still, coming into work for 3 hours still just sucks. And it's late, and I'm tired. But I'm feeling good. I'm ready for the stream tomorrow. I do want to hammer out the schedule if you guys have ideas for what we should do. I'm kind of just going to, like, start winging it more than anything else, because I just want to get it, like, done. Wait. Let's play this as schedule. And we'll just put this, like, off to the side. I think I'm just going to do, like, an hour system. Just do, like, hour 0 for the first hour. Should it be hour 0 or hour 1? I'm not quite certain. I don't know. I'm thinking for the first hour tomorrow, we'll probably just... I don't know. I mean, we're starting like 4 p.m. my time, which is pretty early. The Icy Grot's done. Ooh. No, they are not. Oh, you mean these guys? These little guys? The little yellow dudes? They are not. We did start these a while ago, and I still haven't finished them. And it's a shame because they look so good. We are going to do some painting with that. Thank you for reminding me. We are definitely doing some painting with those tomorrow. I got to add that to the schedule. I got to figure out what exactly I want this thing to look like. Let me see. Probably do like 2 hours of painting, because God knows painting takes a while. God knows painting takes quite a while. Go. Wait, hang on. Make this so incredibly small. Wait. Without breaking out. Okay, there we go. All right, we'll get it set. We're going to get it set here. We'll figure out something for tomorrow. Like I said, I know we want to do some painting, probably later on in the day. So I'm thinking like hours, maybe we'll do the painting at the very end, hours like 7 and 8. I don't just want to do it in like regular time, because I feel like when I do it in CST, it just ends up being confusing. Hours 7 and 8. Have I had to detain anyone? No, not yet. But I have gotten to watch some body cam footage of some pretty intense shit going down. So they're preparing us for this job to be intense. Like, intense. Like, they're really making it clear that it's like, no. This is not a security job where you go around, lock a few doors, and watch security cameras. No. Shit is going down on a near daily basis, and you need to be ready for that shit. Like, that is very real. There we go. We'll do hours 7 and 8 chilling and painting. Yeah, they are very intense about this job. I mean, a lot of the guys are really chill. I actually like it. One of the weird things I didn't think I would appreciate about working. Also, there's 9 hours on that schedule, not 8. I'll fix it. One of the things I really like about working in a hospital that I didn't think I would is that it's such a massive campus that you get that feeling of like being in a large corporation or like on a college campus where you feel like everyone's doing a thing and you really get that sense of like being a part of something. But at the same time, when you work in somewhere like security, like everyone kind of is doing a job. Like it's not like, maybe I just appreciate this from being in a college town my whole life. I like being on a campus where everyone's doing a job, like as opposed to a campus where everyone is just doing bullshit and filling out grant requests and shit like that. Like, it's nice being on a campus where, like, it feels like, yeah, it's a collection of buildings and everyone's doing things, but everyone's, like, doing things, like, not, like, it's surprisingly blue collar, because there's, like, a job that everyone's trying to do. I'm just gonna get rid of the 00. There's, like, a job that everyone is trying to do, and I appreciate that. Like, I didn't think I would like it that much about being at a hospital, but I actually do. And all the security guys are super blue collar, which I like. They're all Republican. They take the security very seriously. It's a lot of ex-cops. Like, a lot of former cops, a couple of former military, ex-Marines, ex-Army, quite a few. Like, they are intense about security. And again, it's all super blue collar guys, and I like it. I like it a lot. I like the vibe. No one really talks politics, which sucks for me because I don't get to stretch my political knowledge by doing some good old-fashioned work debates, but at the same time it's also for the best. A, for not getting fired, and B, I feel like a lot of the, like, there are specific departments that fall more liberal or more Republican, mostly depending on how the gender demographic is skewed of an individual department, or maybe how the age is skewed in the individual department, like the demographic shift. Obviously, nursing has a lot more women, so on their cars, you're going to see a lot more pro-abortion stickers. That's just, it's not even like a controversial statement, it's just a statement. But there's sort of like a soft rule that no one really talks politics, A, because no one really gives a shit anymore. For as much as the news media keeps making it seem like everything Trump does is some kind of like a massive jolt to the system. No one really gives a shit. Like, the casual American voter doesn't really give a crap anymore. They're politicsed out after November, you know? Gonna be on lurker mode, teaching some friends how to get into Zomboid. Hey, Wolf, I appreciate the compliment. I mean, you can turn it off if you really have other shit to do. I'm not expecting people to stick around. I'm not even sure if I'm going to stick around the full 2 hours I intended to be here. This is just a preamble until we get to the actual stream, and hammering out the schedule as well. Yeah, this is just a preamble till we get to the actual stream tomorrow. Then you got to be here, or else you're a loser. Well, I appreciate it, and thank you for the sub too. Homie's got to support. You're right. I appreciate it. I'd be popping into yours more as well, but oh God, I get home at like 11 p.m. and I just like pass out. Again, it's tail end of their 6-day week. And you know what? God damn it, we're celebrating. I'll be right back, gentlemen. I got to grab me something. Woo! I did not grab champagne, unfortunately. Ooh. That sucks. I mean, hey, I've been working long hours too. I enjoy. Make that money, bro. Make that money. I'm looking forward. I'm scheduled to work on Thanksgiving, and I'm looking forward to it because I'm making. Apparently, the Thanksgiving pay is like 2.5 times. It's insane. It's great. Now, granted, a lot of that payment is based off of the incredibly profitable but also exploitative U.S. Healthcare marketplace. But boy, am I making good money off of it. So it's you know, suddenly I'm less mad about the U.S.'s broken healthcare system. It's strange now that I personally profit off of it. Okay, so what we have here to celebrate, I got some of the last Leinenkugel's summer shandy on the shelf, both because we're closing out the summer here. We're closing out the warm weather here in the Midwest, and also it was on sale. So we're going to be mixing that. I wanted something to pop. I wanted the bottle to pop, you know? It's nothing fancy, but I went with another bottle, this sparkling white grape from Welch's, and also may have had a few beers before this, but that's all right. Make that money. You are not wrong, friend. Make that money where you can. Does the hospital have a gym or health campus I can use? Yes. It's not much, but they do have a gym that is included, and I plan to make use of it. Now, of course, I've planned many things, so I'm not sure if... God damn it, these stickers. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. I'm hoping it works out. I'm planning on using it. I'm not sure of a time. Like I said, I get off work at like 11 p.m., which is fine because actually it means that I'm off work at a time there's not a lot of people in there in the gym, which is great. You know, that's exactly when I would want to be there because A, there's not really that much equipment, and B, I don't want people around when I'm working out. I want to go there and have it be a peaceful place. Basically what I'm saying is I have no excuse and I need to just go and use the gym there, but I just haven't yet. Anyway, yeah, that's really the only point I had, is that I just have no excuse. That's really it. But yes, they do have a gym, and it's pretty nice, and I plan to make use of it. Ooh, yes. Oh, yes. But maybe once I'm working less 6-day weeks. I don't know. Right now, I come home, and I'm just like, oh, I want to relax. I want to do nothing. But also, I'm starting to get into that point already. I've only been there about a month now, which I guess is a significant amount of time. I'm coming out of training finally. But I've been there about a month, and I'm really, really enjoying it. Like, really enjoying it. Like, I really like it. I like it a lot. It's a great job. I really, really enjoy it. But I'm also getting to that point where I start to, like, think about work when I'm not at work. And my dreams are set at work. You know how you get sometimes, where work is such your second place that you start having dreams that take place there. I don't want that. I want to have something in my life other than that. Thus, I am determined to get back into content creation. Okay, I want to make sure you guys can hear this sound. Woo! All right. Half summer shandy and half of our, what in the world is this? Sparkling white grape. Thank you guys so much for joining me, by the way. Thank you for being here, for hanging out with me. And thank you guys for supporting me through all this. As much training as they are, yeah, thank God. Well, part of it's also a liability thing. You know, the hospital doesn't want to get sued because they barely trained one of their security guards and he whipped out a taser on someone who just didn't want to comply because over some petty crap, which has gotten people fired before, or assault charges, you know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's sweet on sweet. It needs some tart. Like, I like the summer shandy, but it just needs some of that tart from like it's lemony, but it has like no tartness whatsoever. I think it's not even that it's too sweet. I think it's the right amount of sweet. It just has no tartness whatsoever, and that's really what it needs. I think I may go to the store tomorrow. There's a couple more groceries I need to pick up. I'm slowly catching up on all the bills I have. I just finished paying off all my back rent, so I have December rent that's due on the 1st. It's probably going to go in on the 2nd or 3rd, though they gave me till the 5th, technically. So I'll have it in by then. It's not going to be a problem. Just rent maybe get paid in the 2nd or 3rd. Oh well. But yeah, I'm paying off other bills, electricity. My internet's actually been off for like the last week or two. I didn't want to bug you guys with it or worry anyone. It has been. It is now solved. It is now paid. I'm a little bit behind on the bill still, the internet bill. It'll be taken care of in a couple of days. So yeah, things are still a little bit rough. Still trying to kind of figure things out. Still trying to make sure things are working, you know. But it's going well. I'm really enjoying it. I like the job. I like working there. There is plenty of opportunity for overtime. I mean, even at my 3 hours of book work I had to come in and do during my day off today. Such is life. Even then, I was making $30 an hour. I mean, taking a class for $30 an hour, you can't. Yeah, I don't know. I can survive that. I can survive that. Yo, Signy, what's up? It could be worse. You know, I can't complain. I'm really enjoying it so far, genuinely. That ducking autocorrect. Wind up, it looks great in a red. Yeah, also, I mean, especially compared to the, 9-month gap that I had, which, like, a 9-month gap in your resume, justified or not, you know, is a 9-month big gap in your resume. Yo, what's up, Azure? Good to see you. Yeah, I mean, even if something doesn't work out, if I can stay there at least a year, preferably 2 to 3. I'd like to stay 2 to 3 minimum to really build out that resume. But if it has to be a year, that'll still look a hell of a lot better than, you know, a 9 months of unemployment. And hopefully things take off. Hopefully the U.S. economy starts to recover. I hope so. Security is becoming very big business here in the state of Illinois. Funny enough, after... I don't want to get political. Security is a growing industry in the state of Illinois and a lot of the United States. So if I can get in good with a security job, I could go into, I don't know, potentially policing, but also potentially just other security firms that, you know, it's like being a police officer, but you don't get shot at and you still get paid. Not as much, but you get, actually, in some cases, you might make more. The private sector. Depends. Not in this case, but significantly less dangerous. Yeah, it's been a lot of 6-day weeks. It's been a lot of overtime, but I needed it. Like, I needed the overtime. I needed the money. And I'm probably going to keep working it if I'm entirely honest. Like, the content's going to be slow. I'm not going to lie. At least until I get like the back bills paid and start making some significant progress on my credit card debt that I have. And you know, it is what it is. You know, everyone's got debt. Everyone's in debt to somebody. Everybody's got either medical debt or credit card debt. It's just like a casual hello to the finance industry at this point. It's just walking in with $30,000 in debt, which I don't have. But you get what I mean. Like, it's just, whatever. Anyway, I do want to start making content again, though. Like I said, I'm getting to that point where I think about work when I'm not at work, and my dreams are often set at work because work is already embedding itself into my mind, which isn't bad. It's a sign that I'm enjoying the job. It's a sign that I like the job, but also I don't want to think about work when I'm not at work. Like, I don't want to think about work when I'm not at work. Thus, I need to get back into doing things that are not work, like content creation, things that I enjoy, like painting. I need to get back into those things. I need to get some more supplies before I can start painting again, really, but whatever. I'll take care of that when I need to. Burn that bridge when we come to it. But yeah, the job has been really, really good. Like I said, I've still got some back bills to take care of, some upcoming rent payments, but my back rent is paid off. My internet's back on after being off for a week, you know? Stream is a hobby. You know, honestly, I'm finding you are right. And honestly, I'm just really frustrated with content creation right now, and I feel like I kind of needed a break. Like, while I was unemployed, there was always this pressure to, like, try to make it work because I need the money. But now that I have a job, I'm glad I have a way of making money that's consistent, you know, where there's just a paycheck involved in it. It's pretty nice. Funny enough, I actually spoke to, after that, you guys may remember, if it was even recommended to you, that I made a review of, a preliminary review of Arc Raiders, and it got like 60 views, I think. No, I uploaded it originally, it got 200 views in like a week. Then I deleted that video, uploaded it again with a much better thumbnail, and it got like 60 views. Now I think it's sitting, like, months later, it's sitting at like 150, maybe. Like, YouTube clearly throttled it and didn't show it to anybody. You know, maybe they did what they do with all small YouTubers. Well, we showed it to 5 people, and none of them clicked on it, so we'll just never show it to anyone else. Thanks, YouTube. You know, that kind of shit. Oh, I fucking hate that shit. Yeah, it's been frustrating. I love making YouTube content. I love making content in general, but I think at least for the foreseeable future, I'll probably just stick to live streaming and then chopping up the live streams. I like making edited content. I would love to make edited content again, but it's just not worth it. Like, the views just aren't there. Like, YouTube, TikTok, like, the only method for success on any social media site is complete and utter relentlessness. That's the only way you succeed on any of them. And I hate that. As someone who, like, really cherishes the things that I make, I hate that. I hate getting videos from, like, Gary V in my TikTok feed saying, you know, you could just go outside and... Sorry, wait, gotta get into the Gary V mindset. You could just go outside and then, like, just film yourself. Like, just, like talking about exactly what it is that scares you. Sorry, was that too mean? Yeah, I hate getting videos that are like, you know, you could just go outside and film yourself in a hallway talking about anything, and it could potentially get views. Do that 30 times a day, and you have a TikTok career if you do it for a full year. And it's like, that sucks. That sucks. As someone who actually wants to care about what I make, that sucks. I don't want to do that. I don't want to flood the base of TikTok. I fucking hate that. Oh, God. I just hate it. I hate it. Rumor has it Space Marine 2 is getting a Necron deal. Ooh. That's very interesting. The melee combat would be very boring, I imagine. I mean, Necrons are a slow-moving gun line. So they're not gonna... I mean, I guess maybe if there's, like... Yeah, I mean, they've always been really... The Space Marine games, 1 and 2, like, always had the combination ranged and melee was always really important. But you don't really get that with Necrons. I suppose you didn't really get range mix with Tyranids either, but then they added Tzeentch. I don't know. That could work. Could work. Sounds cool. Sounds cool, you know? Need money to buy games, we get a job. But then we can't play all the games that we buy. Need to go outside, touch some grass. Everyone needs to touch grass. Touching grass is always nice. Yeah, I'm trying not to spend money on games. I'm not gonna lie, I have spent money on a couple that I probably shouldn't have. I should not have spent $50 on Endless Legend 2. God, that game was not worth it. I mean, it states it's in early access, but even so, that game was absolutely not worth it, which is a shame. They just released a big update for it, and I'm hoping they did something other than UI updates, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Have some high-speed Scorpec and Orphidian Destroyer. Okay, that could be cool. I mean, they don't have any, like, hybrid units, though. Necrons are always super specialized. At least in my experience. So it's like, you can't... I mean, I guess Necron warriors are still... I don't know, they're better in melee than Tau, I guess. I mean, I guess that's true. They also probably wouldn't be very satisfying to fight, given reanimation protocol. They'd be kind of annoying, just like on the tabletop. I don't know. Yeah, the winter sale is coming. There's already a Black Friday sale on Steam, and there's going to be a sale on probably for most of December, and then get really big around Christmas. So yeah, winter sale as soon as Black Friday's done. 'Tis the season to do some game shopping, but truth be told, I need to get a few things first. I need to get some stuff for work. I need to get what is it? I need to upgrade my PC. Honestly, before I play, like, I have games right now that I can't play. Like, I still can't play. I still feel so bad. Kinji spent all that money to get me Oblivion Remastered, and I can't even play it because my PC isn't good enough. With my fucking old-ass 1070 I've been running for the last 10 years. Oh, it chose to double down. I mean, you are not wrong. You are not wrong that Valve is doubling down on the Steam Deck. It's funny, that's the video where I lost friends. I burned bridges for that video, and you know what? Boy, was I fucking right. Look at me, fucking batting 1,000. I was fucking right about that. I was fucking right. I was fucking right. And this is exactly what's gonna happen. Valve is good at making niche products that sell well for niche products. They can't make mainstream stuff at all. They're too into the mindset of 90s gamers. Like, they're still in that mindset 30 years later. Yes, the 90s were 30 years ago. Valve is still in that mindset somehow. Like, thinking video games are like that. Gamers are like looking for a crazy Linux-based new gaming solution. No, they want something they can plug in and play and have fun instantly. That's the actual hole in the gaming market. That's the sad thing. Like, you guys feel it too, right? Like, that's the real hole in the gaming market that has yet to be filled. Something where it's like, hey, I'm inviting some people over. We're going to do a tournament of something. Everybody sit down and grab a controller. I'll plug this in and boom, we're playing a game, we're having fun. That is the actual hole in the market. And the Steam Deck, Steam Machine refuses to actually plug that because they're going to make it overpriced. They're going to make it some crazy, they're going to brag about it being Linux-based, which is fine, but the average American consumer doesn't even know what Linux is, which is okay. But it's just not going to be a selling point if you're trying to go for the average consumer, which they're not going to. They're going to make a niche product, brag about their incredible sales when they sell 1/10 of whatever Nintendo does. Because, well, really it's more of a niche product, even though we're just frothing at the mouth trying to be the Switch, as the Steam Deck did. You know, they're going to... And the Valve stands will pop out of the woodwork to brag about how great the console did, as it circles the drain as they sell 1/10 of what Nintendo did, despite having monopolized PC gaming. Monopolized PC gaming, but can't sell 1/10 of what Nintendo does in mobile gaming because they have a fundamental misunderstanding when it comes to hardware and where the American consumer is in consumer electronics. And the Valve stands will just kiss their ass no matter what they do. And, well, I guess not no matter what they do. They'll kiss their ass as long as they don't court normie audience members, normie consumers. As long as they don't do that, the Valve stands will be happy. As long as you don't try to get regular people to want to buy your product outside of the niche market of gamers and Redditors and, like, it's just, it sucks. It sucks. It sucks. Can't even spell Linux. It's probably more than I know. I don't know. I'm not even sure if what I said was right. What is a Linux kernel actually a thing? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. I'm not actually certain about it. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's entirely possible they do decide to lower the price. I mean, it's just... Maybe some of it's the monopoly. Maybe some of it's the fact that Valve has just monopolized gaming, like PC gaming, so effectively. Now, granted, part of the reason they monopolized it was because every other company was just fucking idiotic. Like, every other company that's tried to get in the PC gaming sphere has been fucking retarded. You know, like, that has helped Valve to monopolize PC gaming. But they have. And I don't know. I hope that they realize that they could sell a lot more games and sell a lot more consoles if they make it accessible and they focus on what the average American electronics consumer wants. I have no opinion on the Beatles. I'm not a huge fan. I'm more of a CCR guy. If they really focus on what the average consumer wants, which is, again, as far as my personal assessment of the gaming market, as far as the hole that needs filled, is a plug-and-play console that's robust, that works, that has great multiplayer, especially local multiplayer. If they can do that, I think they're golden. I think they can sell a lot of consoles. They won't do that, but if they did, I think they would sell a lot of consoles. But they're probably not going to, and the Valve stands will cheer them on the entire way, which is just, I've made jokes about a lot, but is also just, like, kind of depressing at this point. They'll just get cheered on no matter what they do to fuck up, which kind of sucks. Also, I'm going to adjust this frame real fast. Hang on. Just going to adjust this. There we go. Guys need to get a bit more of my beautiful face. Beautiful. Look at that man. Look at that mustache. Look at that jacket. Ain't he gorgeous? Look at that man. There we go. Big thing the Steam Machine is missing is the controller ports. If it, oh yeah, isn't it all? It's I didn't actually look up how they get in. I'm assuming they're all Bluetooth, right? If it had 4 nice big LED USBs on it, normies would flock to it. I agree. I agree. If you actually had the controllers be robust and wired, I know that that's a thing with, like, actually no, a lot of it's kind of funny. That's kind of a thing with the wired controllers have kind of become a hallmark of the standard gamer. So it's actually kind of funny that they don't have wired controllers at all, you know? And especially with USB-C, like, just make just have the cord be USB-C and just make an option to where you can, like, if they had a console where you could just use any, obviously some USB-C cords are like power only or information only, you know, whatever. But as long as you had one that could do both, or even just one, you know, you could use it that way. That'd be great. You know, wouldn't that be awesome? Like a smuggler from the 30s. What smuggler characters do I know? All I can think of is Han Solo. I like being retro Han Solo. I'm a fan of that. I'll take it. Yeah, I think I would agree on the controller thing. If, like, again, it's This is where I think if the Chinese really got, like, the only thing that's keeping the American market from collapsing is the fact that the Chinese just can't get their shit together and create something that's got, like, the Chinese can make good products, but they can't make something iconic. You know, they can't, like, it doesn't seem, there's no Chinese company that can be the next Nintendo. You know, they don't have that kind of vision. That kind of vision isn't allowed to flourish in Chinese society. At least from my understanding and my knowledge of the Chinese. You could disagree, or I could just be straight up wrong. Please let me know. But the Chinese society is not one where that kind of thinking and that kind of, like, individuality can flourish to the point where you get, like, a great individual product with a story behind it, you know? I don't know. Social scores to... Well, if I post on TikTok, it's suddenly going to get a lot less views all of a sudden. I'm going to... Oh, man. Oh, boy. I will never become Hassan. Oh, my God. You guys see that footage of him getting the little red book for the first time? Oh, it was fucking incredible. Dude, this is the little red book. Oh, wait. I have this. Teed, should you watch this, by the way? Look what I just got in the mail. Look what I just got. I know that I still owe Teed that reading over on the channel, so that's going to be happening here soon. I just haven't found the time for it. But it is happening. I do have my copy of the Communist Manifesto right here. Yeah, our fucking Hassan in his stream. Ooh, oh my God. Look at it. Look, oh, it's so amazing. Oh my God, look at it. It's the words of Mao Zedong. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh, Mao Zedong, oh. Oh, the coughing is unrelated, I swear. Oh my God. Fucking piece of shit, people. Hassan's a fucking bitch. Anyway, yeah, no. We're still on our Twitch ban speedrun arc. That's probably going to be in the title for tomorrow, by the way. Twitch ban speedrun continues. Openly conservative politics. Chinese pragmatism. Things not allowed on Twitch anymore. We'll see. Let's get a little more of this. I'm going to show off that beer. We're just doing, for those just tuning in, 50%, roughly, this little Welch's Sparkling Grape. And some of the Lion & Kugel's Summer Shandy. Because, well, it seemed refreshing, and also, why lie? It was on sale. Go. Whoo! Did I run out of music? I think I did. Whoops. Oh, another Stream Boo bot really tried to come in? Oh, fuck you, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, I don't know. If there was a, Sorry, just checking something real fast. Gotta get the music back up. Throw it back. Throw it back. There we go. Yeah, if the Steam machine could get back to, you know, if it could cause that, like, couch gaming revolution that feels like it's been brewing for years and, like, is needed, you know, it could do that. Like, it could, like, Valve is in a very unique position. They're an extremely powerful company. They have a large audience interested in video games. Again, they monopolized PC gaming, and yet they can't sell 1/10 of what Nintendo does in consoles. They can't sell 1/10. I'm sorry. When I talked about the Steam Deck, people said that they sold what, 4 million Steam Decks in 4 years. The Nintendo Switch sold 15 million its first year, and Valve stands called its 4 million in 4 years a victory. Because, oh my God, Valve is just a tiny little boy. It's just a tiny nothing company. No, it's not! This is a company that monopolized PC gaming. They're better than that. They should be competing with Nintendo. They should be better than Nintendo, especially with facing, appealing to an American audience. There's no reason they should be doing this poorly. There's no reason they should be making niche products, like with fucking Linux kernels and whatever other stupid tech nonsense. It's not tech nonsense, I'm sorry. Whatever, and other terminology that is a key selling point that most American electronics consumers don't even understand. Most of them don't even know what Linux is. I barely know what Linux is. It's not bad for them to make niche products, but the fact that Valve has never, ever been able to crack the mainstream electronics market is pathetic at this point. Like, it was cute when the original Steam machine, when the original Steam controller, both of which I own, by the way, they were great products, genuinely well made. They both still work. I still use both of them. They are great products. It was cute when Valve failed to crack mainstream appeal with both of them. But at this point, it's just sad. Like, you still can't understand the average American electronics consumer at this point? Really? You monopolized PC gaming. Now, granted, it was by basically adapting the business model of Payless Shoes and applying it to video games, but that's still brilliant. That's still genuinely brilliant on the part of Gabe Newell and the part of Valve, and I give them a lot of credit for that. But you still can't figure out why average consumers think your stuff is overpriced, even though you created the business model of Steam? You don't understand why your physical goods, your physical consoles don't sell when you created Steam? Do you not get why overpriced is bad? When you created Steam, the company that's known for its constant sales, like, it's a shame, you know? Gave it some thought. Valve lacks like a Madden or Pokemon or Halo, no flagship brand. TF2 and Half-Life doesn't have the win to put in the sale. I think that's... I mean, you're not wrong. I don't think that's really as big a thing as the general... there is a general unwillingness or inability to hit the average American consumer. And within those reasons, within that larger scope, is a lack of, like, relevant franchises. So I'm not going to say you're wrong. But I think that's a smaller piece of a larger misunderstanding on Valve's part of where the consumer is. I think Valve is really struggling with knowing even who it is they're marketing to. Somehow. They don't even understand who it is that they're even trying to market to. And simultaneously, you know, and yeah, not the end-all be-all. There's a lot of different reasons. Like I said, I think a lot of it's just that they're still completely stuck in the mentality of 90s. Get close to this one. Gamers. The most oppressed people. You know, they're still stuck in that mentality. And as long as that's going to continue to be the case, as long as they're still, again, making a selling point of one of their flagship consoles that it's Linux-based. Half American consumers don't even know what the fuck Linux is. You know, and I'm not saying, that's not in any way me saying Linux is bad or not worth supporting, but it's true. And you're going to make that a selling point of something? No wonder you sell 1/10 of what Nintendo, not even that. I'm sorry, in total, the Switch sold, how much, I don't know how much the Switch sold in its first 4 years, but a hell of a lot more than the Steam Deck did. You know, the Steam Deck in 4 years sold 4 million units. That's crap. That's piddly. That's chump change. The Nintendo Switch sold 15 million year one. You know, Valve in 4 years sold about a quarter of what Nintendo can sell in 1 year. And Valve stands praise them as a success. Like, that is pathetic. Like, at a certain point, we need to stop babying Valve. Like, and I think that's another thing I would say, you know, another thing that's within that scope, you know? We don't need to stop babying Valve. Stop pretending like they're like, oh my god, like this like a cute, plucky underdog. No. They are a company that has monopolized pretty much all of PC gaming. Again, monopolized in large part due to the direct incompetence of their competitors, but still a monopoly. Allegedly, in a video game, don't sue me, whatever. You know, there's not, like, stop being nice to them. They're a billion-dollar corporation. Stop being nice to them. Gabe Newell is about to send his assassins after me. Probably. Yeah, he's got the money. Probably. But if I fall out a window tomorrow, you'll know why. Or preferably, Gabe Newell takes the advice and lowers the cost of the Steam machine and puts one in every house in America and solidifies Valve's reputation among American consumers and expands the company exponentially. That's what I want for him. That's what I want for Valve. I want them to grow bigger than they've ever been. You know? I want that. I want the American electronics scene, the American gaming scene. The American gaming scene is struggling. It is at a low point right now. Very low point. I want the American gaming scene to do well. I want the Western gaming scene to do well. You know, I'm tired of the fact that China is the only one putting out anything innovative in hardware or software. Maybe not in software, but you get what I mean. Like creatively too. Creatively in software, you know, like with gaming. I'm tired of China being the only ones who can do that. That sucks. You know, what the fuck happened to the US? Our balls fucking drop off? What happened? You know, why can't we put out a fucking good game anymore? It's a fucking shame. I don't know. What American companies are putting out good games? I guess Amplitude? I don't know, they might be Canadian. The guys who do Endless Legend 2, which is not worth the $50 price tag, so maybe that's a bad example. Is Creative Assembly American? I mean, I will say, I know that everyone in the Endless Legend 2 subreddit is mad at me for my short I posted where I was like, the game should take notes from Total Warhammer 3. And they were all like, why does a game have to be like another game? It's like, because it's been around for a decade. It's a series that continued for a decade and has refined itself in such a way, has refined itself to such a degree that to not take notes on the developments it's created would be to actually just genuinely hamper your product. Genuinely. It's that advanced as far as where the trajectory of, like, Creative Assembly is that far ahead of other companies in the strategy gaming space. Where are they based? Creative Assembly. Based in Horsham. That sounds British. Yep, United Kingdom. Damn. Well, they're a Western company at least. And it makes sense for the Brits to handle Warhammer, so okay, fair enough. Whatever. And also, I think that they're owned by Sega now, so that's Japanese. Although Sega is moved a lot of their headquarters to America. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. It's a shame. It's a shame. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, man. Wow, I'm a little bit drunk right now. I had 2 beers before this, but over the span of like an hour and a half, I thought I'd be fine. I might be a little bit drunk. I haven't drank in a while. And again, after a 6-day week, I think stuff's just hitting me kind of hard. Oh well. Oh, man, I gotta shave. I don't know. I gotta look good when I'm at work. I gotta meet me a cute nurse. Or a cute tech. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how things go. Keep you guys posted on that too, on that front. Keep updating you guys on my dating life as well. Funny enough, actually, multiple times throughout my training, it was reiterated that fooling around with nurses is bad. Don't do that. Multiple times, which I'm sure happens. I'm not a judgment of the company. It's just funny that multiple times in my training, they had to stop and be like, just so you know, we don't approve of security guys fooling around with the nursing staff. I was like, okay, I get the picture. Time to get political. I mean, we're almost into the second half of the stream. Give it 9 minutes and we can get political. I don't know, is there anything even like big in politics even happening right now? I've been kind of out of it. I've been really bad about paying attention. I have heard talk of the AI bubble getting a lot louder, but whether or not that actually matters, I mean, it's not like all these companies don't have infinite fucking money anyway. I mean, not really OpenAI, but like they have so much fucking money. What do they care? You know, half these fucking companies, it doesn't actually fucking matter. You know, like so much of the American wealth is so concentrated. Get the dark side. Anyway, I actually had the sunglasses right here. I could put on the hater blockers. I could, but I'm gonna refrain. It's also like midnight here, so it would just look fucking lame. Oh, have you guys seen the red pill guy, Andrew Wilson, getting roasted to shit online? That's been pretty goddamn funny. That dude who would like show up to the guy who would show up to debates with Piers Morgan and be wearing like a baseball cap and dark sunglasses and be smoking the whole time. So he thinks putting on his like James Dean kind of thing. Just a badass like that. And it was the fucking lamest shit I've ever saw. Oh, it was incredible. Oh, Wilson. And then that girl fucking roasted him to shit. That one lesbian from TikTok, like, fucking roasted the shit out of him when she was like, your wife has 3 baby daddies. You guys see that clip? Oh my god. Wilson trying to be like, talk about like she licks sniz, which, sir, anytime you use the word sniz in a debate, you have lost. Already, you have lost when you use the word sniz, sir. Oh, Wilson. Fucking edgelord bastard. There's a few other guys I like who actually do respect him. Like, Secret Scholar Society. I like Secret Scholar Society a lot, but he also, I think he's fallen down the rabbit hole of, like, his YouTube feels very corporate. He tries to be a little too much like, this is a Republican debate channel. This is a channel where I talk about Republicans crushing other people's in debates, and that is its singular idea, and I have nothing else. And it's just, I don't know, it's much. Anyway, yeah, we should add that to the schedule, actually. Researching Andrew Wilson, that lame piece of shit. We should just, like, put in an hour mocking Red. Can we just, like, hour 3, Red Pill roast. We're gonna go find Andrew Wilson clips and just roast the fuck out of him. I don't know, Andrew Wilson. I'm gonna have to get up tomorrow and make sense of this schedule. So we'll hope it makes sense. Clown he is the snizzler. I mean, yeah. What up? Hey, welcome in. I am glad to be back. It's been a long couple of weeks. It's been a long couple of months. It's been a long year. But I started a new job recently, and it's going super well. I've been working a lot of hours, getting my life back together, getting my bills paid off, getting stuff taken care of, paying off debts. And I'm feeling good. But I'm also happy to be back here with you guys, happy to be streaming. Getting the schedule out for tomorrow's 8-hour stream. Just trying to get some ideas up there. Oh, I do also want to add the time for us to do, it's going to be like 2 hours. Maybe 4 to 5. I think we're going to do it then. Hour 4 and 5. That's learning hour. That's when we get to learn things. And we're going to do verbal judo. Because I found a talk that he gave, the creator gave, and super interesting guy. So I'm looking forward to doing that. What was going to do here? There we go. Okay. All right. Thank you. I cannot tell you how happy I am. I was unemployed for a year. It's just the job market is just absolutely cratering. But like I said, I'm paying off my debts. I'm working hard. This is the tail end of another 6-day week. They really needed people apparently at this security position where I'm starting. So like, hey, I'm not complaining. I'll take the hours. Again, second 6-day week in a row, but that's fine. I need the money. That's it. That's it. That's what's good. I am here. Yo, Saul, good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. You are not indeed a fucking loser. You're a champ, bro. You made it. You made it. Congratulations. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, it's been good. Things have been kind of... Things have just been depressing. But, like, I'm glad to be getting back into content creation. I like content creation. I'm trying to remind myself that I like content creation. Since we have this hour 6 here, let's put in chat. It's just chat with chat. Yeah, just do the Discord VC. Open to the new Memphians, I should say, I suppose. It's open, but it's open to the new Memphians. Make it a bit smaller. There we go. I said I have to make sense of this tomorrow. So can't make it too confusing. But yeah, I'm glad you guys made it. This is, I don't know, like I said, it's been a stressful time. I'm glad to be back with the community. I'm glad to be doing things. I would like to return to also making like formal edited videos and stuff because I like doing it, but YouTube just doesn't promote them at all. Moving forward, definitely moving forward. I'm paying off debts. I'm working hours. I'm trying to, yeah, paying in debts is the main thing. Paying debts is the main thing. Paying debts is the main thing. Oh, that's it. God, it's been rough. It's been rough, but it's okay. It's okay. We're making it work. We're making it work. What do we have on the schedule so far for tomorrow's stream, which is from 4 to midnight Central Time? Saul, I think you said that was, what is it? An hour off? No, 2 hours off Eastern Time. So it's 2 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. I think something like that, or it might be, I forget. Or 3 to 11, I forget which one. But it's somewhere in there. Afternoon and evening. It's 5 where you are. Okay, I'm starting at 4. Oh, it's an hour later. That's right. That's right. Okay. So 5 to 1 a.m. I guess it would be there. Yeah, on Eastern Standard Time, 5 to 1 a.m. What would I stream tomorrow? Well, we're getting the schedule set out. You can see it. Wait, where's the... There! That's where the schedule is. You can see it there. Although, unless you're on the... Oh, you might be on... Hang on. If you're in the vertical, you might not see it. Yeah, give me one sec here. I can add it in there if you want to contribute. Oh, that's so massive. Hang on. Gotta change that real fast. Ooh, this is so small, it's like unreadable. Yeah, it's so small, it's like practically unreadable, but I hope that helps. Okay. But yeah, if you want to contribute to the schedule and you're on vertical, feel free. So far, I'm still looking for something for hours 1 and 2, which is probably going to be when it's slowest, because people haven't gotten off work yet. Then we have hour 3. We're going to be looking into the continued collapsing career of red pill debater Andrew Wilson, whom you may know as the guy on the receiving end of the famous "your wife has 2 baby daddies" clip that has been cycling the internet recently. Deservedly, the dude's a fucking weirdo edgelord, fucking Reddit debater. He deserves to get roasted. Hour 4 and 5 are learning time. We are going to be watching and reacting to a lecture on the concept of verbal judo, which is like a system for conflict resolution that was created by an ex-cop that he used in like actual fire, like when people have guns and shit. Genuine conflict de-escalation. Super cool. I haven't watched the full thing, so it could end up being completely boring. I don't know, but I'm going to be seeing it for the first time. We're going to be watching that. That'll be about an hour and a half. Hour 6 is just going to be chat with chat, open Discord VC. Open meaning for all the new Memphians. So you do have to be a new Memphian, which there's no standard for whatsoever. You just have to have been in the community and interacted on the Discord long enough that we know you're not a crazy person. That is it. And we reserve the right to revoke it at any time for any reason, including crash outs, which may or may not be related to the Steam Deck. If you're watching this, Evan. Anyway, yeah, so hours, and then a little bit of chilling and painting at the end. I put 2 hours of painting. Might not need to be 2 hours, but still, I don't know. I'll probably just keep the Discord VC open then too, or at least for part of it. I don't know. We've had some good conversations while painting, so I'm kind of looking forward to that too. Maybe we might keep the Discord VC open. I don't know. We'll see. But we do something for hours 1 and 2. Maybe we'll just do some Project Zomboid in one of those. I have been looking for an excuse to go back and play Build 42 again, because it's been a while. It's honestly been a while since I've gone back to Build 42. Or we could spend more time roasting red pillars. I'm always down for that. I'm always down for roasting red pill douchebags. They're chronically terrible people, so I'm always down for that. Also, I think I can only see the it's very, very small on my screen, but I'm pretty sure somebody subbed. And thank you, by the way. Thank you. You are amazing, and I appreciate you. Anyway, thank you, even though I can't read your name because the text is too small in OBS. But thank you. I appreciate your support. Hour 1 and 2, maybe we'll just do Zomboid. Or like, I do want to put some other Discord. There it is. It was Saul. Thank you. Oh, you actually took verbal judo. Really? I mean, it got recommended to me from an ex-cop. The security team I'm working with has a lot of former cops on it. Like, it's private security, but a lot of former cops. Like, they take the job pretty serious. I don't want to give out too many details, but there's some really funny shit. God, I have some great stories, but like I just can't. Anyway, the class looks super interesting. I've only seen some clips, but I'm looking forward to it. I think verbal judo is going to be fun. And I'd like to just like fit into long streams at least once a week, like some learning time where we just do something that's like, yeah, I'm going to keep it to myself. But yeah, I'd like to fit in some time for things that are just fun, where we get to learn, but it's like something that's genuinely interesting. Yeah, I would like to fit in some stuff that's genuinely stuff that people actually want to watch, but still have it be like somewhat educational. I don't know. Like, I don't want to fill it with like philosophy or like book stuff. You know, like have some stuff that's like genuinely fun and like engaging, but also like useful in the real world, you know? So we're going to be doing verbal judo. That lecture is about an hour and a half. We'll fit in some time to talk about that, then open chat. I don't know. I did want to fit in some politics time. We do have open chat, hour 6. So I'm sure that there's going to be plenty of politics in there. And then if open chat continues into hours 7 and 8, there'll be plenty of politics in there. Al can fit in all the questions he has, and we can rant about the irony of Barry Weiss now running CBS News and how goddamn funny that is. Yeah, we can talk about that. We'll have plenty of time. Maybe we'll just plan on doing some Zomboid. Yeah. Wait. Let's just call it hour 1 and 2. Just something zomboid. There we go. Remove that background. Okay, cool. God, bro, could you be thirstier? Jesus Christ. Come on. Oh, don't we all? Don't we all need a nice Jewish brunette to step on us sometimes? Don't we all? Don't we all once in a while just need a cute brunette with thick Coke bottle glasses who's about 5 feet tall to step on us? Isn't that what we all crave sometimes? Yeah. Anyway. Oh, probably getting too honest on this stream. I doubt it. I've been way more honest than that. Yeah, I'm not gonna... There's so much good shit. But that's gonna be taken to the grave. Also, HIPAA's a thing, so there's only so much I can talk about as far as patients and stuff anyway. Yeah. I'm gonna take this down off the vertical. But if you have suggestions about what to do tomorrow and you are on the vertical, feel free to leave them. Yandere librarian energy. You're not wrong. No, yeah. Hey. I have dated a disproportionate number of librarians in my life. I'm not even gonna lie. I have dated a disproportionate number of brunette librarians with thick Coke bottle glasses. Oh man. You know, the library was where I went to feel safe as a child. I think I might have a problem. Yeah, I don't know. Now that she's broken ranks. Did she break ranks or did she just try to go mainstream? I don't know if breaking ranks is the way I would put it. She's trying to go mainstream. She now wants to be, unlike like Barry was 10 years ago, but with some degree of possible success. Marjorie Taylor Greene now wants to be the token conservative in liberal circles such as The View. She wants to be that. That's not... And she's not hotter. Marjorie Taylor Greene was never hot. No, yeah. I stand by that. Yeah, MTG was never hot. Was not. At any point. Lauren Boebert... What is it with me and brunettes in glasses? What the fuck? Okay, but anyway, yeah. No, not Marjorie Taylor Greene. Absolutely not. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything even significant going on in U.S. politics right now. There is the buildup down in Venezuela. I am curious to see how that turns out. I'm curious to see what the fuck the Trump administration's plans even are. Because, like, getting into a protracted war is obviously not what they're trying to do. But if Trump thinks he's just going to go into Venezuela, kick in the door, and then it's going to end in anything else than a year, other than a years-long quagmire, he's a fucking idiot. Like, which he might be. You know, it's... Many a great empire have walked into smaller countries thinking it'll be an easy W. Look at Russia and Ukraine right now. Like, don't go into Venezuela thinking you're gonna get the easy dub. You might end up just rallying the country behind Maduro, you idiots. I don't know. Girls, yes, Saul. We've heard about your affinity for Asian girls. And your particular Desi girl who's the one who got away. And then you dated a string of nightmare fuel crazy women after that. I remember. Where'd she die? I forget now. But bro, you gotta be happy. That was like decades ago, bro. You gotta find a way to be happy now. As do I, to be clear. I've let previous relationships hold me back, so I'm not judging, but we all gotta get our shit together. Like, we all need to find some wifey material and boy, is it rare these days. Oh, boy, is it rare these days. It's a shame. It's rare these days. It's rare. Where do you go to find wifey material? Church? Probably not. Probably not. Probably meet more Marjorie Taylor Greens. Where do you go? It ain't the college. It ain't the colleges. There you're going to either meet 19-year-olds or insanely liberal grad students. If we held no quarter with Venezuela, Venezuela would be bringing a stick to a nuke fight. We're not going to launch nukes. Don't even pretend. Don't even bring nukes into the equation. No one's going to use nukes. No one's going to use it. And yeah, we could bomb them into submission, but again, would that just rally the people behind Maduro? Or would that actually solidify Venezuela as an ally? That's what we need to be doing, and that's what Trump needs to be focusing on. Weird thing I heard about Venezuela, unlike Afghanistan, Navy and Air Force can refuel and resupply on the mainland. Hasn't been the case since the Spanish-American War. Got active warfighters seeing their kids on the weekends. I mean, sure, yeah. They're going to have an Air Force and a Navy for about 10 minutes. I mean, let's be entirely honest here. If a war broke out between the US and Venezuela, they would continue to have an Air Force for about 8 to 12 minutes, and it would be gone. Like, the US would destroy anything that they had. Like, that, it wouldn't even be close. Now, a land battle could easily turn into a years-long quagmire and could be a huge strategic miscalculation of the Trump administration. Could very well be. But Navy and Air Force-wise, wouldn't even be close. Like, because you can't fight wars of attrition as easily in those ways. Like, you can, I guess Ukraine is maybe proving you kind of can thanks to drone technology, but Venezuela doesn't have that. You know, unless they've been collaborating with the Russians far more than we think, which, no. I don't think the Russians would even be capable of passing on that technology if they wanted to. I don't know if the Russians even have the drone boat technology that Ukraine has, which honestly we should be taking into account. Whatever, different issue. Whether we would use nukes and the difference of military might. I mean, yeah, you are right. I still think that a land battle would be a mistake. Like, I don't want to see U.S. troops dying on the streets of, what's the largest city in, what's the capital of Venezuela? I should know that. What is the capital of Venezuela? God damn it. What is it? Caracas. Oh, I should have known that. It's Caracas. Thank you. Caracas. Be another Obama drone war. I mean, I think it'll probably turn into an Obama drone war in the best case scenario, because there is a certain there is a fact to be acknowledged that we cannot allow any South American country to be openly hosting Russian nuclear submarines in their ports. We cannot tolerate that at all. At all. So an Obama continuing drone mission into Venezuela, I think is at best inevitable, at worst inevitable. But it's whether or not we go in on land with troops and end up doing trench warfare to hold certain neighborhoods that would really worry me. Like, if getting caught in prolonged urban conflict, specifically urban warfare, where numbers advantages really disappear, training really disappears because, you know, you're going around corners and shit where you can't prepare. You know, we'll see. I don't know. Siege and enslave the Haitian island. I did see that. The two Texas guys, yeah, one of them was in the Air Force. And he cited his reason for joining the Air Force as being that he wanted to learn the skills of combat and espionage or some shit. Like, first of all, you're in the fucking Air Force. Chill, bro. Second of all, oh my god, like, we wanted to kill the inhabitants and have, like, an army of the homeless, which, you know, a lot of the homeless don't like working, right? Oh, whatever. I mean, historically speaking, it's a thing that's happened. Historically speaking, I mean, one crazy guy getting some arms and armor and thinking, I'm going to hand these over to a bunch of the lame and infirm and give them guns, and we're going to go take a town or take an island and set up a kingdom. It's not the first time it would have happened. Won't be the last. Humans do that. Oh, God. If we held no quarter, didn't care, the place would be wiped out. Oh, yeah, Caracas would be flattened in days. But the question is, you know, but nobody wants... Americans have no appetite for, and obviously the people of Venezuela, and no one in South America wants to see America go in and wipe the floor with Caracas. Absolutely. Yeah, we could bomb them into submission. Yeah, we could learn from what the Israelis did in Gaza as far as that sort of street fighting, but even then, most of what they had to do was just, oh, what's it called? Hamas has started planting bombs, and so every single time our troops go into a house, they get blown up. Let's just blow it up with a missile. Let's just start blowing up every house with missiles. Like, that's ultimately what urban warfare is going to resort to if it comes to that. You know, if we have to go, if it turns into a house-to-house battle, it's going to become a just bomb every house. Like, that's inevitably what it becomes. We saw that in Gaza with the Israelis when they were trying to go house to house. They just kept getting blown up, so they just started blowing up every house. It's just, I don't want to see the U.S. end up in a quagmire that sends years, you know? No quarter isn't likely. So that leaves us one of two options as far as the U.S. and Venezuela. Either we get into that quagmire, and we hope that we can figure it out, I guess. And, you know, compared to something like Vietnam, at least there is corporate backing. Oh, God, that's depressing to say. But it's not just a colonial thing, like the oil reserves. I know it's the most American thing ever for me to justify a war by oil reserves. But especially in the wake of seeing the shock and how much the Europeans had to capitulate in the wake of the Ukraine war, and how much the UK and France and Germany had to just let Russia do whatever the fuck it wanted, and continues to let Russia do whatever the fuck it wants because they're stuck buying Russian natural gas. Like, the US exerting more authority over oil markets, I don't think is necessarily a bad thing, given that just happened in the last couple of years. But I don't know, is this a way to do it? Are there better ways? Are there diplomatic ways that don't involve the CIA, you know, and getting involved in South America again and causing another fucking overthrow and some probably genocidal crazy person to end up in office again? You know, Fallout's resource war, here it comes. I don't know if we're quite that far. We're not running out of things. To be honest, if anything, what the global economy is dealing with is the fact that we have resources we can't even use. I mean, let's remember, if you want to do an interesting parallel between the Chinas of the Fallout universe and the China of our life, in real life, China is responsible for using, what is it, like 25% of Earth's concrete? Like, that's part of why Australia likes them so much, because they mine limestone like crazy. Like, something like 25% of all concrete on Earth is used for building in mainland China, or in Chinese projects abroad, which have collapsed in the wake of the Belt and Road collapsing. But so mostly in China. Like, what China deals with now isn't a lack of resources. It's what do you do with all these resources? You know, the economic slowdown in things like, say, the Australian limestone quarries is that China can't physically use all this concrete we're producing. And so you're using these harsh chemicals, and you're strip mining large portions of the landscape, now in Australia, not really a big deal because it's a fucking nightmarish hellscape full of lizards and scorpions. So who gives a shit if you strip mine half the outback? But you get what I mean. It's like, it's a lack of, like, what the fuck do we even do with all the resources we have, you know? Historically speaking, the answer has been war. So let's look forward to that. Three Gorges Dam changed the rotation speed of the Earth. I haven't heard that, but yeah, China does love its mega projects. Yeah, like, if anything, right now, a lot of Asian countries are figuring out what to do with all our resources. The U.S. is figuring out what to do with all its wealth. BlackRock is figuring out where to put. Like, literally, the whole point of BlackRock and, what is it? What's the other one? Enridian or Enchiridian, whoever the fuck they're called, that owns half the fucking United States. They're companies that are designed to just find places to put all the wealth accumulated by, like, 4 people. That's what those companies are made for. They just bought the Panama Canal because I just got all this money sitting around and I don't want to keep it in cash. I got to find somewhere to put it that's solid, not liquid. Look, what the fuck? That's where we are. Like, we're not in a resource. I don't even think we're going to get to a resource war. I think more than likely what we're seeing is just a period of natural deindustrialization, and then we'll reindustrialize and deindustrialize and reindustrialize. Economies go through, you know, you can call it a lot of different things: industrialization and deindustrialization, the creative destruction of capitalist markets, boom and bust periods of economies. Strong men create good times, which create weak men, which create bad times, which create strong men, which create good times. You can call it a lot of different things, but it's a cycle that we go on, and we're at a dissension. It happens. You know? When I think about China, I think of Kowloon, the walled city. I've heard that continues to be a fascinating point online. People sure love talking about that. It's a cool concept. I mean, it is, the Kowloon walled city is kind of a testament to deregulation and how it didn't just fall apart. Like, yeah, it was dangerous, but like, people still chose to live there even after it was illegal. And I find that interesting. That's what I find interesting about Kowloon anyway. The fact that wild, radical deregulation didn't result in the complete collapse of society. Or even the buildings. There are resource wars in certain areas, namely the Middle East over water. Yeah, that's a different thing. I mean, the Middle East fighting over water is nothing new. Probably would expect there could be skirmish battles, I suppose, in the American Southwest over water, especially as the Rio Grande is not doing well. Colorado is also not doing well. There could be skirmishes there, but I doubt it. U.S. and Mexico are too friendly, and getting friendlier, actually. Like, despite all the talk of, like, how Trump is destroying our international reputation, outside of maybe Canada, like, the U.S. is doing pretty well. Like, other countries like trading with us still. So, let's see how it goes. Yeah, this administration, he seems to be on it a lot more, which is good. Not that he's a perfect president. There never is one. Not even that I particularly like the guy as a person. I find him to be a disgusting piece of shit on a personal level. But I think he's not doing too bad with the economy. He's doing okay. That's why, like I said, there's not a whole lot happening in terms of, like, politics right now, especially now that the shutdown's over. Everything kind of settled down. Mamdani won the election in New York, but no one was really surprised by it. The ICE riots have ended. Operation Midway Blitz, the one up here in Chicago, the ICE raids here in Chicago have ended. They're still grabbing people once in a while, but they're not. But they've stopped, like, the quotas, thank God. And I think that was really where it was getting, like, bad. Yeah, there's not a whole lot else happening, like, in terms of, like, politics right now. Europe continues falling apart, but that's nothing new. The U.S.-Ukraine relations are on a fucking knife's edge because Trump can't decide what the fuck he wants to do with Ukraine. Like, if he wants to just announce that we're completely pulling out, I'd almost respect it more. Like, you guys know I'm a staunch Ukraine supporter. I'm staunchly in the I'm staunchly a fuck Russia supporter. I'm staunchly in the camp of fuck Russia. But if I would respect the Trump administration more if they were just like, we're done supporting Ukraine on economic reasons, and this is why we're pulling out. We're tired of spending money to stop Russia, as the fucking Europeans are funding the goddamn war, buying Russian natural gas. You know, like, I would get it. But this is just some weird in-between bullshit where Trump is trying to, like, get the credit for supporting Zelensky, but then not actually giving them anything because he doesn't want to piss off Putin, and because he's afraid of World War III against who? Russia? No one even likes Russia. Like, who? Like, no one's willing to fight for Russia. They're not an empire. Who gives a shit? What are you fucking talking about? World War III. Pissing off Russia. Fuck Russia. They're about to fucking fracture into a civil war. Whatever. Anyway, a few years ago, California tried to make a canal to siphon water off the Great Lakes and from New York to Wisconsin. They all gave Cali the hard no. It was like 2016. Yeah, Cali would try to fucking do that. Cali is having its own water issues. Yup. From what I hear, I think a lot of their water is like snow melt from the Rockies. Like, they don't directly melt it, but it's like that's what feeds a lot of their rivers that then go down either into the San Francisco Valley or to the coast. And they are not doing well because, you know, even the high mountain ranges are just staying warmer year-round, so there's just not as much snow that's being brought onto the land. Because a lot of the moisture that creates that snow is obviously, like, evaporations from the ocean, and it's staying in the ocean, which is then causing the sea levels to rise. It's a whole fucking deal. Anyway, it's bad in California, but I mean, the Midwest is doing all right, so I don't really give a shit. Yeah, Texas and California are probably going to have to come to blows over water at some point. Too bad. Us on the Great Lakes are doing fine, bro. Sounds like a you problem. Sounds like a you problem, bro. Look up Colorado River Compact. Oh, hang on. You got me. You've piqued my intrigue. Colorado River Compact. Oh my god, this is from 1922. Oh, this has got to be so outdated by this point. Are we still using this? Oh, please tell me we're not still using a law from 1922 in 2025. We probably fucking are. Oh god, we probably fucking are. That would just be very United States of us. Oh god. Oh god, we are still using this. Okay, well, that's great. Oh, I was right. Water conditions on the Colorado River largely depend on snowmelts in the basin's northern areas. Okay, cool. I was right about that. Yeah. I don't know how Mexico's gonna do with water. It governs the whole West Coast water system. Battle for... Yes, I was gonna make a Fallout New Vegas reference. You're not wrong. I mean, at least in New Vegas, the lack of industrialization in the central United States means that they don't use as much water. And this is before we even get into, like, the data center issue of them using gallons upon gallons upon gallons upon gallons upon billions of gallons of water to do what exactly? These fucking data centers are worthless. Has anyone had any data centers made near them, by the way? I heard a really interesting story of apparently a data center in Oregon complaining to the municipal power grid that they weren't being supplied enough power to generate all the porn that was being requested of the AI system. Tragic. Tragic. Oh my god, how will people get their shitty AI music and porn? How? How? Ugh. AI. You know, it's funny. One of the best descriptors I ever heard for the internet was that it was, quote, the music and porn machine. That's the internet. It's not even trying to be mean. Like, that's what the internet is for. Like, we were talking earlier about how the average American consumer doesn't even know what Linux is. You know what the internet is to the average American consumer? Hey, welcome back, Hephaestus. Great timing for this conversation. You know what this is? You know what the internet is to the average American consumer? It's the music and porn machine. That's what it is. It's the machine that brings you music and porn to your house as quickly as possible. In the most efficient, direct route, directly to a screen in your house. Right there. It's so convenient. Music and porn at your fingertips. And AI is an expression of the internet as it is, as it was, and it is a perfect sort of aggregate, as AI is, of what internet and internet culture has always been. And thus AI is the best music and porn machine. When people generate things on AI systems, whether they be DeepSeek, ChatGPT, or any other, more often than not, they're generating one of those two things. It just so happens. Like, it's the music and porn machine. That's what it is. That's what AI is. It's what the internet's been for a very long time. And AI is the best version of the internet we've ever had. The best music and porn machine we've ever had. That's AI. That's it. That's it. AI is a black mirror of our desire. You are not wrong. That is true. It is... Oh, God. The data farm thing gives me hope that literally everyone hates them, you know? I mean, well, unless you're in Illinois where the government doesn't give a fuck and takes bribes openly, you know? AI, just the internet's next logical step for the music and porn device. Yeah, exactly. 100%. I think a few months ago, Governor Shapiro here in Pennsylvania was cutting deals with Amazon for AI and data centers, like $25 billion deal or something. Microsoft also funding the restart of 3 Mile Island for data center and AI powering. Oh, that's just depressing. I like Shapiro too. You guys actually have a half decent governor, so like ugh. And I am saying that about a Democrat, so noted, like notable. I actually like I like Josh Shapiro. He seems like a good stand-up guy. Seems oh, that's a shame. I really liked the assessment. I don't know if anyone here watches Patrick Boyle. I love Patrick Boyle. I love his AI, his stuff on, he has most of his videos on finance, but he'll branch out into other things. If you want a first great video entry point, the first one I watched of his was his video on WeWork. That's fucking hilarious. If you know the story of WeWork, the co-working space that really kicked off the co-working boom of like the mid to late 2010s, I recommend checking out that video by Patrick Boyle. But he recently also did a video on AI and the AI bubble. And it was just really, really interesting. And I also find it funny that he also listed some interesting examples of the fact that these AI data centers are using a lot of power. Like, they're still loss leaders. Like, these companies are still very much... This wasn't the wording he used, but they're very much still in the loss leader mentality. You know, like they're still in the mentality of, we're just a company that's trying to build. So we're going to, you know, give people the best deal possible, free, or practically free. ChatGPT is still only converting, what, like 1% of free users into paid users? It's paltry. Meanwhile, they're swimming in so much VC money, it doesn't really matter. But, you know, they're like, AI is a disproportionate amount of the U.S. economy. A massive amount of the entire economy is just being AI, the future. We're firing people for it. We're consolidating companies over it. We're buying companies for having AI in their name. Like, it's crazy the amount of growth that's been generated off AI alone. And AI is still, it lacks a central product. Something you sell to consumers that they give their hard-earned dollars for. That's still not even there yet. Like, there's still no AI product people are willing to pay for. Again, ChatGPT converts 1% or some, please look up the actual statistic. Do not take me at face value. I don't know, in a video game, allegedly, whatever, don't sue me. But it's a startlingly low number. I mean, who here in this stream pays for ChatGPT Premium? Who fucking does it? Who? And honestly, even if you do, you're probably still getting a disproportionate rebate. Like the amount of money, the water, the power, the engineering, the land that is involved in producing one of these shitty AI images. Not to mention AI footage. AI footage? Don't fucking get me started. Like, AI footage is so power intensive. So, like, you generate one AI piece of AI footage every single day of a month and pay that month your ChatGPT Premium, you have made back your money and then some. Like, you are stealing from the AI, from that company. Like, they are not making their money back from that, even if you pay for premium. That's where AI is. And yet, this is what our economy's growth is built off of right now? No. That's a crash waiting to happen. People are going to suddenly realize, oh, this isn't going to work out. People are going to suddenly realize, oh, this is just like NFTs. Remember NFTs? Remember how we were all going to use NFTs? Now we don't. It just don't even exist anymore. Like 2 years later. That's good. That I don't know, but that could be AI. And something like 40% of US GDP growth in 2025 was based off of this one product. Like, it better fucking work. Ugh. For games, Saul, don't be a fucking contrarian. Fuck off. No, don't do that. Don't be a fucking contrarian. Whatever NFT game you're buying was a fucking scam. Do not pretend. Do not be a contrarian. Do not do that. Can barely afford Audible, let alone ChatGPT. People don't even want to pay for subscriptions for shows they like. Pirating is, yeah, actually it's interesting that ChatGPT is trying to convert paid users at a time when pirating is starting to take off again. Like the real big, I remember when Pirate Bay was really at its peak, early to mid 2000s, 2012, 2013, maybe a little earlier up to 2010, somewhere in that range. Like pirating really took off, and then streaming took off, and streaming became more convenient. Spotify, Netflix, Hulu became more convenient than pirating. So it was like, fuck it, may as well just actually do the legit thing. And people like doing the legit thing when they can. People don't like the idea of stealing. On some games you can buy, fuck off, Saul. No, fuck off. No, that's just fucking scam. Yeah, it's a... Trump got a ton of heat for his H-1B. America's too stupid for AI jobs. Shit. Yeah, I heard he and Elon both have had some nasty shit thrown at them. I mean, at least Trump raised the money that the companies have to pay to bring in H-1B people. At least they did that. I mean, Republicans seem to be going into immigration with a policy of, we want to kick out the poor ones, but then we also want to we still want to continue stealing the best and brightest from other countries, which I kind of have mixed feelings about personally. Like, beyond just the fact that these people are coming here and they are taking jobs and housing away from Americans at a time when jobs and housing are both in short supply across America. That's just, it's a fact. But on top of that, there's also the fact that, like, and Republicans seem to engage with that stuff broadly, which is good. But Republicans also seem to think that it's still a good idea for us to steal the best and brightest from war-torn, impoverished countries where small business ownership is difficult. And we're stealing all the best, most entrepreneurial men to come here and work as janitors. Like, is that better for those countries? Is it better for us, honestly? Is it better for us that they not go back to their home countries, help to build the economy of that country, if it's politically aligned? You know, maybe not Venezuela, but like Colombia, Ecuador, a lot of these countries are actually getting safer year on year, sometimes slowly, but they are. We want small business ownership to flourish in these countries. We want these countries standing strong economically. We want that. We don't want all their best and brightest leaving the country and coming to America to work as janitors because they can make more money doing that. Like, I get it from a certain point, but like, we do want other countries in the Western Hemisphere to succeed for all of us. And I don't know, it just bothers me. You know, it just bothers me. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe it's me. I don't know. I did see that Kat Albu-Ghazaleh, that's that one girl I made a video about, and the one that I mentioned, that I also mentioned in the Red Pill video, the Homath video. She got federally indicted. There was a, if you watch Decoy Voice, the deep-voiced Asian guy who lives in Austin, Texas, because of fucking course he does, because he's a conservative commentator. He made a video about Kat as well, where he covered her federal indictment. She got fucking indicted for she's claiming it's politically motivated and they just hate me because I'm standing up to Trump. Like, no, dumbass. Like, she's being indicted for, I believe what they said the indictment was for, that the person that allegedly what they did was they blocked a federal officer's vehicle from leaving, pounded on the hood, and scratched pig into the car with a key. Unfortunately, none of that is protected under your First Amendment rights. So, enjoy prison. And, yeah, we'll see how that goes for her. We'll see how that goes for her. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, Kat. We'll see how it goes. Oh, that girl. Oh, God. Do kind of like Amazon's a la carte service. Gonna eventually pay for Pluribus properly, but look at myself and say, why not just buy the DVD? What is Amazon doing as far as entertainment? Do they have like a... Does Amazon like getting back into physical media? Because if so, that's very interesting. I've not heard about any of... Dude, Al, I have not heard about any of this. I haven't really been paying... Well, I mean, I've been unemployed, so I've been spending a lot of money. A la carte service. Like, for, like, physical media? I don't know. That seems interesting. Like, I'd love to know more about it. I don't know what Amazon's been up to as far as physical media stuff. Or what... I don't even know what Pluribus is. What is it? Maybe I've heard of it, just haven't seen it. Apple TV. Right! Oh, you did tell me about that show. Right. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, everybody like, people did, in my experience, as someone who lived through the boom of the Pirate Bay and was perfectly aged for it, like, I was in high school during the first big Pirate Bay boom, and I used Pirate Bay a lot back then. Not that I've ever illegally downloaded anything, ever. But I did survive through it. And I can tell you, you know, even then, people like the idea of supporting creators. People want to. But it's just that when the platforms fuck it up, then people will turn to what's convenient. And if streaming is both free and more convenient, you lose. You know, that's the problem that YouTube is finding with ad block. That's what streaming services are finding. People have to Google, is the show I like actually on this streaming service? And also the streaming service is like, what now? Has doubled in price since back then? No. That ain't gonna happen. No. That ain't gonna happen. People aren't gonna put up with that shit. No. Distinct shows individually. Paid $15 for Better Call Saul. Didn't have to buy the whole service, just one show. Well, that's cool. I'm glad I mean, it used to be you had to pay like $15 for one episode on Apple or Amazon, so I'm glad they finally made it like decent. I think I was paying like $20 for individual movies at one point on Amazon. I probably still have them. I think I still have like the movies I originally bought on Amazon to have permanently. I think, what was it? It was like Where the Wild Things Are and Devil Wears Prada. I think I still have. I paid like $25 for him or something like that. I don't know. What's big in like the entertainment world right now? Oh, it's 15 minutes till the end of the stream. Let me grab another beer real fast. I'll be right back. Oh, it's so nice knowing I don't have to be up tomorrow. Well, I'll have to be up for the stream, but that's like 4 p.m. I think I can be up by 4 p.m. Ugh. Is there anything going on in the entertainment world? I did hear about Saudi Arabia. I think they just put in a bid to buy Warner Brothers. I don't think they actually bought it outright. God, I hope they didn't. God, I hope they didn't. Oh, God, I hope they didn't. Because they'd be, in part because they'd be funded by fucking U.S. oil money. And then I'm buying U.S. assets, which would be not good for the U.S. economy. To be using our money, spending our money in foreign countries, and those foreign countries buy U.S. assets worth a lot of money. That'd be really bad. Hope that didn't go through. It needs something tart. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I'm. We'll see how this big pirating boom goes. Maybe it'll be a short one. Maybe the streaming services will get their act together. I hope so. It kind of seems like we're waiting on one streaming service to sort of like dominate the others, but a lot of them have so much money. Like HBO has so much money because they're owned by AT&T, which like fucking Comstar of the real world. What is it called? Peacock is owned by NBC, who actually I don't think are doing super well. Disney Plus obviously has Disney money. Though Disney's been losing money for years, so I don't know how Disney is doing financially right now. I don't know. Warner Brothers are... Really? Started in Ohio? Really? Interesting. Okay. Never knew that. Yeah, there's... I did hear about Disney Plus. Oh, do you guys hear about Disney Plus introducing new, an endless content stream of AI-generated clips made from Disney properties? If you own Disney Plus, you get access to what is basically going to be a TikTok feed where other users of Disney Plus will have generated their own videos using prompts, and you get to scroll them on an endless loop as part of your Disney Plus subscription to watch Disney characters do very G-rated things. I'm assuming they don't let you generate anything that's vulgar or untoward, which people still will. People probably just go to other AI services at that point. But yeah, that'll be interesting. I don't know. I feel like AI would be going down smoother if it was being pitched as like a tool instead of an all-in-one like solution to fire people, you know? Fake Disney movie trailers. Yeah. It's basically going to be a whole feed of that. Aren't you excited for that? I'm sorry, are you not excited for that? Are you not excited to scroll that endlessly on a TikTok feed? What are you? What are you, some kind of consumer with your own wants and desires? Shut up and eat the slop. Shut up and eat the slop that Disney feeds you. What are you doing? Eat the garbage. Eat it. Eat it. Eat the garbage. Eat the garbage that they feed you. Oh, Disney. Oh, Disney. People are so tired of the slop. That fucking Coca-Cola commercial got roasted to shit where they used AI as opposed to just filming an actual fucking Coca-Cola truck. Those aren't driving all over the country anyway. It's just ridiculous. Like, consumers don't like AI. Like, it looks uncanny. Like, it's even if you do make AI real, Like, you cross the uncanny valley threshold, you get there. You know, you still have so many questions even at the end of that. A, was it actually cheaper and easier than just filming people? Like, was it actually cheaper and easier than just paying an animator, Disney? Like, would paying a small group of animators running on a skeleton budget have been cheaper than leasing server space and getting a whole ass data center dedicated to you? Would that have been cheaper? In a lot of cases, the answer is going to be yes. Like, yeah, people work cheap on passion projects when they feel like they're actually making something that matters. You know, not on AI. You know, and AI, I feel like AI, like I was saying, would do better if they pitched it as like, it's a tool. You know, it's the new version. AI animation is the new... Oh, what was the thing that took over animation in like 2010 and destroyed it? Flash. It's the new Flash. You know, it's something that actual skilled animators use to create things faster and cheaper. You know, and everyone thought that Flash animation was going to ruin animation, and it did. But then AI made it worse. And yeah, Flash really did ruin animation. But you get what I mean. People eventually came around to accept it because at least you were still paying animators, even if significantly less of them. I think that Disney thinks it'll be the same way, but again, you know, at the end of it, they're going to have to ask themselves, is leasing this data center to generate all these shitty clips of our characters actually cheaper than just paying a skeleton crew of animators to make content? Is it? When you already have all the 3D assets made, is it actually cheaper? Not to mention just like the corruption that they're going the company will experience. Not corrupt, maybe corruption is the wrong word. The decay which the company will experience as a result of firing all their animators to replace them with AI. Like, how are you going to create the next character that fans want to generate stories with? How are you going to do that if you have no writers or animators or storyboard artists or anyone? How are you going to do that if there's no company? Like, how are you going to create the next thing that people want to generate if you're not creating anything in the first place? You're just going to rely on that backlog forever? That's probably just going to result in us getting our culture completely usurped by China. It's just a shame. These companies are so fucking lazy, so fucking retarded. They just can't get anything done. They have no desire to accomplish anything. It's a shame. It's shameful that they're putting... They think that just cutting costs relentlessly will make them the better company. And it just doesn't always work like that, you know? Like, free market absolutism only gets you so far when you need to sell a product. It's not just about being cheaper, you know? And the people really pushing AI don't seem to get that. By force, LSD in the drinking water. LSD in the drinking water would probably be required to believe half this AI shit that's coming out. It's capping. Have you noticed that? I don't know if it's just me, but the quality of the AI seems to be peaking. Like, the quality, like everyone was said when it first came out, it's only going to get better. It's eventually going to be completely indistinguishable. It's only going to get better. It feels like it's peaking. Like, it feels like we're hitting a point where it's not getting better. Especially as more and more of the information that the AI, more and more of the internet itself is AI generated. And that AI generated content, videos, pictures, descriptions, are being fed into AI as part of the internet, unless they're specifically trying to filter it out, which would be ironic. Which then makes the AI data itself less reliable. Like, as more AI generated images with the flaws of an AI generated image are fed into the resource base, the large language model, the large model of a large language model, the base, the information it's pulling from, the aggregate, as more of that is filled with AI slop, the AI slop it's able to generate from that will get worse, you know? it feels like we're peaking. It feels like the technology is peaking. Maybe I'm crazy. You know, some new boom could come out. It could, genuinely. But people just don't seem to want it. On top of that, on top of the fact that the technology just isn't as good isn't as getting as good as people thought, it's also just so prohibitively expensive. And like, you can't just keep pumping money into it with getting nothing in return. You can't just keep pumping money into it expecting a better product every time. Like, you know, a lot of you guys play video games. A lot of us in the community play video games. We saw that with graphics. We saw how they would just be like, pump more money in the project, more money, add more, cram in more fucking megapixels, and this fucking sheep will buy it at double the price next year. And then one day they didn't. And the market just kept trying to make fetch happen, still is trying to do it, and it hasn't. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Maybe the technology really will catch up. I don't know. We're in our last few minutes here. If you guys have anything else you want to ask me, I mean, we're going to be in tomorrow, so it's not really going to matter. First 2 hours, we're going to play by ear, play some Zomboid, probably hang in the Discord VC, have a kind of open discussion time probably for the first 2 hours. Then we'll go into researching and roasting the fuck out of a red pill debate bro, Andrew Wilson. Fuck that guy, that edgy bastard, fucking Redditor in real life. Then hours 4 and 5, we're going to do learning time with verbal judo. We're going to be watching a lecture, and it should be an interesting one about how to course correct, how to resolve conflict, how to get people on your side without conflict, without open using force, which is awesome. It seems really interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Then we will do, what is it, hour 6? Just open chat. So we'll have plenty of time for politics. But and then hour 7 and 8, it's got for chilling and painting, but may also extend the chat further into that. We'll see. This is not hours 1 and 2. Like, these aren't reflecting the time, not like 1 p.m., but just like the first hour of the stream, the second, the fourth, the fifth hour of the stream. So hours, so like from start to 59 minutes, 59 seconds will be hour 1, so on and so forth. You guys get it. So yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap up. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. This has been super successful. This is also, I think, my first here tonight. I'm glad you guys, I am so glad you could be here today to witness the first stream I think I've ever done where I'm just hanging. This is my first true just chatting stream. Fascinating. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed being here. Thank you for being here, by the way. I appreciate each and every one of you. I am going to finish my beer, and I'll see you in the next